We're beans.
that are making a coffee.
You don't want to drink.
Don't do as we say.
Don't do as we do either.
Listening only, please.
Do we start?
Yeah, we start.
Okay.
One Take Jake is the name of this one.
Good.
I'm going to start it every time.
All right.
Except this is the second take. Anyway.
Welcome to Psykicks. I'm your co-host, Mitch.
I'm your co-host, Dom.
We had a whole thing.
Recorded in front of a live audience.
Well, for this one, yes. Yeah, Brittany's in the background. Brittany's in the background on this one.
There she is. There she is. There she goes.
So she'll be a little beep in the background.
A little beeping. Last time, Mitchell, we were talking, or our ending point was, if you had the opportunity to be a bird, would you? However, you have to be covered in orange soda constantly. What are you thinking?
My thoughts are this isn't so much a question for us as it's an experience that we've shared.
I plan on answering this.
Okay. We'll start with that.
Because I have many questions.
Okay.
Before we explain the story.
Gotcha.
How long can I choose to be the bird for a set period of time? Can it be like, yeah, I want to be this bird for 2 years?
I feel like you decide to be the bird or you don't. Like,
so
you either take over this bird's life.
I live out the bird's natural life.
Yes.
No, I would never do that then.
I think it's like a Rick and Morty. He's taken, what's his name, off the grid. He's taking Roy off the grid.
I'm taking this bird off the grid.
I feel like it's that kind of a thing where you live out the bird's entire life covered in orange soda completely, all the time, 100% of the time.
All right.
And then when it dies, you are back where you started in your human life. Oh,
shit. Okay. Yeah. I legit might do that then.
Just to see.
Yeah.
Covered in orange soda.
I mean, I die pretty fast, let's be real.
Yeah. It would just be a terrible time.
It would be a terrible time, but
terrible time.
Think what perspective that you would have on, like...
birds and bird life.
Bird life and nature in general.
You wouldn't. You'd be covered in orange soda the whole time. You'd have such a like beaten down version of what a bird's life would be like. I don't think you'd be able to fly. You wouldn't even get to fly, my dude, and you'd be experiencing bird life this way.
Yeah, but I don't know. I think I'd gain a lot more appreciation for
hopping around.
Just being a little bird. Just being a cute little bird. Granted, I'm fucking sticky as hell.
Unless you make your way to an oil slick.
Oh, yeah, that'll really help.
Where people are helping the animals, cleaning up the animals, like the humanitarians that are, or whatever it is, that go out and help clean up the birds and wildlife that have gone into the oil slick. And then you show up covered in orange soda.
And they're like, what the fuck happened to this one?
Yeah, they're like, I mean... this isn't the oil slick, but I mean, we'll help him out.
I'm not going to not help him.
Right.
However, we're constantly covered in orange soda. So they get a nice little damp sponge. They're sponging us off. I'm like, oh, man. Oh, thank God. I feel so much better. I sweat orange soda. It's coming out of my pores. I'm constantly covered.
Yeah, I guess you couldn't take it off based on the stipulation, right?
They look at me like I'm bad juju. They clean me off. They're like...
they might just end you right there, though.
No way.
Put you out of your misery.
You think they'd mercy kill me?
Maybe.
So, I don't know. I'm still thinking that it would be a valuable experience no matter what. So, I would do it. If in those set of rules where I could...
assuming we keep our mentality.
And I could go back to being me in that 4 to 6 minutes that I live as a bird. Then... and come back to being me and not losing that 4 to 6 minutes.
Yeah.
Then yes, I would absolutely do it. Just because it's another experience that I can talk about. Right. Hey guys, remember that time I became a fucking bird for like 10 minutes and died? Wasn't that fucking insane?
It's like, yes, Dom, that was insane. Also, that didn't happen. Because we wouldn't know.
What would happen to my body when I was that bird? Would I just disappear?
I think it's literally like half a second, right?
Oh, shit. Okay.
Like, it's just, you stop, you have this experience, and you cannot tell anybody about it. This knowledge does not. It doesn't transfer to anybody else. You're the only one ever.
I would still do it 100%. Would I be this bird? Oh man. What about you? Would you be the bird? Given those stipulations?
Given those stipulations, the pain I would be in constantly, probably, with all the stickiness pulling at my feathers, I don't think I'd want to do that. Would it be fun to hop around as a little bird for a bit? Sure. After a while, that's torture. I'm going to say no.
How long do you realistically think that you're going to live?
Not long at all, but it's just going to be a tortured existence for the time that I do have it. And I want to limit that amount of stress. That thought and that memory is going to live in the back of my head forever. I'm not going to live with that.
I can get that, but I definitely think that there's some value to be gained from that. I don't know.
I'll probably learn things, but I'm just saying the negatives outweigh the positives.
I disagree, but fair enough.
That's where my mind's at, though.
However, the story doesn't come from us.
It doesn't, not even close. I mean, close to us, but not our minds.
It continues our Brian mythos.
Oh my God.
Our Brian the Breaker mythos.
Just to like build up the experiences this man has brought into our lives.
Treasure after treasure from this one.
It's just so funny because it's like he lives such a, like, I'll say PC normal life, right? Where he's got that 9 to 5 that he cranks out. He, like, you know, amazing relationship with his family and friends and whatever, you know, and
all around great dude.
Yeah.
Just kind of normal, great dude.
Yeah. Heart of gold. Like, the dude's, he's great. Brian's great.
You get him alone. Hey guys, I wonder what life would be like if you're just a bird covered in orange soda.
Now we need to tell the small story that is this, right? We all went to Universal together. Before we say what Brian said, we need to go to how we were all at Universal in our senior year of high school.
Fantastic senior trip. Everybody else, they did something stupid. I have no idea what they did.
Yeah.
Because our class did have a senior trip.
Right, which we did not go on.
Fuck that. We're going to Universal.
Yeah,
Hell
we had no interest. And probably the two biggest takeaways were just the stories that we got of Brian, and then the other one being probably Joe.
Yeah.
And
our other friend Joe.
Two dining hall sessions. The dining hall stories, which the one was that you had to be there.
Yeah, the one with Joe, our friend Joe.
Yeah, so we can't tell that one. It just won't be funny. It just won't be funny.
It's only funny to us.
Right, yeah.
It's beyond an inside joke.
Yeah. It's basically a story that is an inside joke.
Yes.
Which is crazy, but probably the only one we have really like that in depth of a joke that was an entire moment in our lives.
An entire hour and a half at a dining hall.
Yeah. The basic gist of that was we had people really looking at us because
we were causing a scene. Well, we weren't causing a scene.
I mean, we were.
Joe was causing a scene.
Only because we were all laughing so much.
Yes.
And it was kind of
nothing bad.
Yeah, I think it was kind of like. Anyway, the story with the bird and the orange soda is we were all in the Dr. Seuss themed cafeteria, correct?
Yeah, the circus.
Yeah.
The
Circus McGurkus.
Circus McGurkus. Yeah. Yes.
And we're just sitting there eating, having a good time. Brian had his orange soda.
As you do.
As we were eating, and he had his orange soda, and he looks over and sees this bird hopping around because it's a theme park.
Lots of birds picking up, dropped food, fries, drinks, whatever.
I mean, it's an open place. You can't avoid them. So they're hopping around next to us or close to us, near us. And there's no backstory other than Brian just looked at his orange soda, looked at the bird, and then looked at us and went, "Hey guys, don't you just ever really want to be a bird covered in orange soda?"
He just looked at the bird, looked at the orange soda, put 2 and 2 together, was like, "This is a good idea. This goes together."
And that was it.
And that's the end.
And we all just blink simultaneously and go, "Brian, what?"
Excuse me?
I'm glad we let that sit for a week.
Yeah.
To tell that little nugget of a story.
That little scoop into our Brian the Breaker montage of stories.
I can't wait to finally.
The epic that is Brian.
I can't wait to finally just get him on here, and then
we'll have to find a time.
Yeah. Also, we're gonna have to find topics. We're gonna have to probably get questions. Basically, interview Brian while he's on here.
Yeah. So, Brian, how did you think of that orange soda story?
Yeah, because there's no easy answer to how did he get the nickname Brian the Breaker. It was over time of destruction via. Sorry.
Yeah, you don't just break a couple things and be like, oh man, that's the guy who breaks things.
Yeah.
You have to be consistent.
Yeah. And as you get older, break more and more expensive and bigger things.
He never grew out of it. He just leveled up in his breaking habits.
Although
never on purpose.
No, never
on purpose.
And some flooded back to me for a second there on something. I'm like, no, that one was bad, and he really got away with that one. But I think you know what I'm talking about. Probably. I'll just say upstairs. Yeah. Oh god, that story is probably gonna have to be told, huh?
No. No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I don't want to put that one out in the.
I don't want that
world.
one out there.
I don't want that one out in the world. It's not even like that
it's
bad.
It's not that bad.
It was just like kids like dicking around.
It just makes me uncomfortable.
It was a real like nobody's home, no rules,
no parents' rules.
Yeah, no, that's kind of all it was. What are we hitting first? All
right, so I've been thinking about this since last time we recorded, Mitch, very briefly.
Hit me with it.
What's the deal with Nintendogs?
Oh no, we're starting with this.
What's the deal with Nintendogs? Nintendo.
I guess we warmed up.
Nintendo literally just put a GS at the end of their company name. It was like, yeah, it's a game now. Fucking buy it. There you go.
I mean, it ended up being pretty good. I played the shit out of Nintendogs.
I mean, Nintendogs, like, thinking about it now, pretty shit game.
You could do a lot, though.
However, marketing genius.
Marketing genius. Who doesn't like dogs?
Who doesn't like dogs? It's actually just their name with the word dog in there.
Right.
That's super Googleable. That's, like, really good.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. I feel like...
Really hard to forget IP.
Yeah, because it's actually just their brand name. So it's just really good branding along with a really mediocre title.
I don't know. I really liked it. I enjoyed it.
You remember it.
Yeah.
But it wasn't good. To me.
I had fun.
I mean, I had fun. I owned it. I had fun with it too. But would I look back on it fondly? No, probably not. I'll look back on it and be like, what's the deal with Nintendo? You know what I mean?
Do you think I had more fun with it because I'm a dog owner and you're a cat owner?
I didn't like Nintendogs or cats either. So much so, I didn't even buy it.
Right, but think about how much real like interaction you get with your cat. Like
every single morning, I take a shower. And
like you have your routine. And
no, I need to finish this before people think I'm weird. Every single morning I get in the shower. My cat is not there with me. I get out. I open the door and he's always there waiting for me. And, I pet him and stuff. And he just kind of meows and walks around my legs. It's really, really cute. He waits for me at the door.
Yeah, you guys have your routine.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
Would I like to do that on my Nintendo DS while touching him with the stylus? No, that'd be boring as shit.
Right. And that's what I'm saying. Versus a dog where I come home and my little dog runs up to me. I like pick her up, rub the belly, throw her on the ground.
Violently.
Very violently. Just screeching across the floor, blood streak. And then she goes and grabs a toy and we have fun and we play.
Yeah.
No, but I do. I go back, I grab her, I pick her up, whatever. Basically, rub the belly, pat the head, and then she gets really excited.
Well, yeah, you rub the belly and pat the head.
Yeah, place her on the ground or scoot her onto the ground because she's just a playful dog. So then she goes, runs, gets a toy. I run after her, and then she runs around the table or goes, she runs around the house. And then while I'm trying to get the toy, and she just won't ever let you get it.
She's a sore loser.
She is. She's a sore loser. Or go outside, run with her till she goes to the bathroom, and then bring her back inside.
Yeah.
And that's how I spend my moments with my creature.
See, that's great. That's fantastic.
Right.
Nintendogs, you don't do that. You train them for like dog competitions.
Yeah, like throwing frisbees, whatever. You wash them, you take care of them.
I don't
You
know.
feed them. We have them water. I don't know. It's like having your own dog in a video game, in a small video game space.
It's just Tamagotchi. It's just a more advanced Tamagotchi.
Yeah. Yeah.
But Tamagotchi,
but it's also a little more
biggest fad. Just a fad. That's
It was.
all it is. Nintendogs, really good branding. Still just a fad.
I'll give you fad. Yes.
Absolutely just
Yeah.
a fad.
Yeah. Because I really don't think it's a thing anymore.
I don't think so either.
No.
I mean, it
not.
was really only doable with the touchscreen.
Right. Yeah.
So, I mean, I guess you could make a 3DS one. Actually, there might be a 3DS
There probably
one.
is. There
I might
probably
be
is.
ignorant of this fact because I'm not up to date on my Nintendogs.
I think there is, just because Smash has a Nintendogs level, right?
I mean,
the newest one.
Just because Smash has... I don't know.
I mean, they wouldn't put it in if it wasn't really relevant, right?
I mean, they put a lot of things in Smash just because it's kind of like a Nintendo collaboration.
Right, but they don't have like a Nintendogs character. Versus like Wario, and then you put in WarioWare levels because that's what he's from. You know what I mean?
He's not from...
Well, yeah, he's
That's
not
more like
from
his...
it, but like that's his solo IP,
I guess.
right?
The point is, I don't think you can play as a English Bulldog in Super Smash Brothers like I wish that you could.
Right. Yes.
Closest thing is Isabelle.
That's where the deep-seated question is from this. You're just so upset that you can't play as a dog. It's not really what's going on with Nintendogs. It's why can't I play as a Nintendog in Smash is what your real question is.
I'm pretty much, everybody has those polls of what they want for the next Smash. Everyone wants Gino. Everyone's pissed that Waluigi isn't in the newest one. Where's the Nintendogs character?
Right, yeah.
Why can't I be?
I need a Doberman.
I want to be a Scottish Terrier running around throwing Link off a ledge. All right, that's what I want.
Yeah. I want to be able to have my side A be a frisbee that comes out, hits somebody, and then you grab the frisbee and knock somebody outside of the fucking map.
All right, so we're officially designers at Nintendo now because I think that's a fantastic idea.
It could work. They could do it.
They could do it.
They could do it with anything.
That's fucking stupid. Nobody would play as them. All right, so Mitch, you just wrote down going to the bathroom in quotation marks.
Yes, the phrase of going to the bathroom. Let's explore that a little bit, huh?
All right.
Think about every other animal ever in existence. Just kind of like, the phrase, does a bear shit in the woods? Yeah.
It's so funny that's where Charmin got its commercials from.
That makes a lot of sense.
Isn't that hilarious? Isn't that that's just really stupid. They're like, let's base our entire branding off of this old adage.
Okay. That works in with my thing, right?
Uh-huh.
A bear shits in the woods. It does its own thing. It doesn't need toilet paper.
Yeah.
Us going to the bathroom is like, oh, we have this whole domicile, right? For living space, living quarters, right?
Yes.
Obviously, you don't shit where you eat.
Yeah, that's how you get the Black Plague.
Yeah. So
we tried that before. Didn't turn out too well.
Yeah, it wasn't great.
Europe wasn't too hot for a little while.
So then we had shacks, right?
Mm-hmm. Outhouse.
Sure, right?
A little shithole, if you will.
That's still what that is.
It's just slightly more advanced because, you get your shower in there. It's just a cleaning area, but you also shit there, which is kind of weird.
Right. And sometimes no, though. Sometimes it's just when I say bathroom, I mean just a toilet in a room, right?
In a sink, but yeah.
Yeah, usually. I went to a house for a while that was just a toilet in a room.
Yeah.
It was just a toilet in a box. That's all it was.
That's
basically.
Hey, man.
I think it's just not that it's weird because of how society is. It's not. But when you think about it, like, oh, we go into this private little sector to do our business, and then we come out. Nobody else is allowed. If somebody opens that door while I'm going to the bathroom, that's weird. And it is. I don't want anybody doing that. But the thought of if somebody opens it up, it's like everybody poops.
I don't think it's something that it's like, oh man, you caught me pooping. I think it's more like this is occupied. You can't poop right now.
With my pants down.
I mean, yes. Well, yes, but I think it's more like,
get the fuck out of this room, Dominic.
Your pants are on.
If I was in there,
yeah.
If I'm on the toilet,
yeah,
you just open that door. I'm gonna be like, what the fuck are you doing?
Oh, yeah. No, I'm
Right?
absolutely in the wrong. But what I'm saying is I wouldn't just open the door just because I'm like, oh, shit, is Mitchell in here? No, I'd be like,
Right.
I have to use the restroom as well.
Mhm.
So we can't both do it at the same time.
Right.
Therefore, there's a conflict. You were there first, so I have to leave.
Right.
That's why public
that's,
restrooms
But
exist.
I feel like that's not the mindset that I'm thinking of, I guess. Like I'm thinking of the social implication of it, right?
Oh,
Or
okay.
not implication, but the social like boundaries that are there of like, you can't watch me shit. You can't look at me when I do that. It's like,
Okay, there's a
you know
sort
what I mean?
of like embarrassment with it.
right.
I
right.
got you.
Yeah. Like if you were just shitting on the toilet, right?
Mm-hmm.
And like your mother opened the door. I don't know why she has her separate bathroom, but like if she did,
But yeah.
yeah, and just kind of, I don't know, just walked in, was like, oh, I wonder why this door is closed, and maybe it's not a time you're normally home or something, or and for whatever reason you're home and she doesn't know, and she just opens it up for whatever reason, and it's just on both ends
Yeah, okay.
for you and her. It's like, oh,
Oh no. Not my poop zone. How could you?
That's more of what I'm saying. On going to the bathroom is like this is my zone, this is my space. For the moment I'm relieving myself.
It's because you're kind of vulnerable, you know? You can't really
Right.
do anything else.
Right. I'm just thinking about how when my dog goes out to go to the bathroom, she don't give a fuck. She
No,
don't give
man.
a fuck. We do.
No embarrassment.
We do. We give a fuck.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Yeah.
I've been trying to actually. That's funny that you bring that up. I've been as of 6 hours ago when we were recording this. I was at work and I went. I went to the restroom and there was somebody else in there and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna pee as loud as I possibly can to assert my dominance. And goddamn, it felt really good to do. I was like, oh yeah, get
Why?
out of here. I don't know. I just kind of felt like trying it. And it was powerful. It was great. It was very freeing.
If I were in a stall and I heard somebody else just like maximum piss launch, right?
Oh, yeah,
I would just be like,
I put
what
pressure
are
behind
you
it.
doing?
I put pressure behind it. Could get fucked that other guy.
I would have my head in my hands, fingers on temple, just, what the fuck? Why? He's angry pissing.
It wasn't anger. It was
That's where I would get.
it was
I would,
confidence in asserting myself as no, this is where I'm peeing. You have to leave.
no, I'd be like, this is a thing we have. This is my spot for right now. Is it like a one stall?
It was a one stall, one urinal. He was already at the urinal, so I had to go into the
So
stall. So I got the opportunity to make even more noise because there was water in the bowl. It was great.
Hold on. There were two people just peeing.
There was one person just peeing.
Right,
I was
and
the
he
other
was
person.
he was at the urinal.
Yes. I walked in. He was already at the urinal. I went to the stall.
Okay, that makes a little more sense, but still, I'm saying the other way around, right? Say I'm sitting down on the toilet, right, and then somebody comes into the urinal and starts power washing the urinal, and I'm there and I'm just chilling, and I'm like, what if they just prefer the like I that's so like antagonistic to me. I'm just like, you walk in and you do that, and it's like they're so mad.
They're just going
They're
to bust
so
down the
mad.
door after peeing. Oh, no.
Yeah, what if they just prefer to be in the stall, or like even the other way around, like you said you were.
Yeah.
Like at the urinal, it's like I was gonna be done in like 20 seconds, like not even, like I was gonna be done in like 5-10 seconds. Like, oh, I'm
Dude,
sorry.
you know what I think I'm going to start doing is power moves now? All right. When you go to like a...
You're playing chess. You're playing chess in the bathroom.
Yeah, man. You know what I'm going to start doing? Okay, here's a good example. When you go to like a baseball game or a hockey game or a basketball game or whatever, and they have like a row of urinals? I'm just like...
Yes.
And...
Like the big trough, or like
No, but like a row of
just-
urinals,
yeah,
yes. Say there's like not many people in there. There's like one or two people.
Sure. Like
Yeah.
you're going during the game when nobody's in there.
Yeah. There's like one other person there.
Right.
I'm just gonna go right next to the, just as a power move.
What? You're actually the worst. You are the worst. When I go into a bathroom, no, you shut up. When I go into a bathroom and there is somebody else in there, not only do I not make a peep because I'm not talking to somebody else in there. I'm going to the farthest thing away because I don't want to be bothered when I'm in a bathroom.
Oh, no, that's the correct thing to do, and that's the thing I do every time, but...
I hate that you're doing things and knowing you're in the wrong.
No, I haven't... Okay, let the record show. I haven't done that yet.
You shouldn't.
I'm going to take back that last word. I haven't done that, period.
Good.
And I probably won't, but it would be funny as hell.
No. I will be so upset. I will be so upset. If you come on here again and then you're like, oh, I did this, I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know what I'm going to do.
I'm going to fucking snap.
I'm like 1/4 of the way to just blind rage right now.
Well,
just because it's one thing if I was in a public place and then you came up next to me out of like nowhere and started peeing and didn't say a word to me and just was power washing the urinal and you just came up next to me and did that. That's funny. Because I know you.
Yes, yes.
That would be funny.
It's a joke.
Right. That's funny. If you do that to just some dude.
Anyone else.
I'm having a very hard time over here.
You know, speaking of weird and unnecessary bathroom encounters, this isn't on the sheet. I'm going off on a tangent here. Maybe about a couple weeks ago, I was at said job where I... You know, it's one stall, one urinal.
Yep.
I was in the stall. There's no one else in there, you know. We're just kind of hanging out, you know, as you do. And started hearing noises from outside. Actually, I'm going to be able to turn this into a question. But, yeah, just kind of started hearing, like, people talking. I'm like, okay, you know, whatever. I thought it was kind of weird because the bathroom's pretty secluded from where you would hear people. And I work in a multi-company building.
Right.
So we occupy... on the first floor there, but you know there's like doctors' offices and dentist places, whatever. So everybody, you know, rents their own spot. So it's not just people that are working at my company there.
Okay. Would they use your bathroom? Just
yeah,
curious.
it's the first floor bathroom. It's just a public first floor bathroom. You need a key to get in, sure, but
it's one of those. Okay,
yes.
All right.
But anyway, so the story doesn't happen inside the bathroom.
Right.
I'm the only one there.
Yeah.
And then I just start hearing like this woman just screaming. And
like blood curdle, like yelling at somebody?
Yelling at somebody.
Oh, okay.
I don't remember specifically what she was saying, but it was definitely fear, put it that way. So I was scared. And I heard, you start hearing like all sorts of like banging and shit. And I froze. I didn't know what to do. I was like, I don't think I can come out of this bathroom right now. So I stayed there for like 10-15 minutes, and like, you know, the yelling didn't happen for all that long, but I was just thinking, I was like, what am I going to walk out into? You know?
Yeah,
because you start thinking of shit in your head.
And this is like right outside the bathroom?
It sounded like it, but I don't know where it was happening because by the time I left, there wasn't anybody there. So
no traces of blood, no nothing.
No nothing. So I don't know. I just kind of like was in there. I was like, just, you know, you're in these sterile four walls and you just start thinking of shit like, what's going on out there?
Right. Paranoia sets in.
Yes. Are people getting it just into a verbal scuffle? Why is this woman screaming? Is she hurt?
Because my mind is maybe she was just like very upset at something that happened.
Could be, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Like could literally be anything. Is there someone violent out there? Like, is she getting hurt? Is she just another victim of somebody who's going around just hurting people? I don't know.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I wasn't there. I don't know the context, so it's hard to.
Yeah. So I eventually left, and then I walked back in to
where you work,
to where I work there, and I started asking people, like, did you guys fucking hear that? And they're like, and everyone was like, yeah, I don't know what the fuck that was. We locked the door and we're like, all right, whatever happens, happens.
Oh, really?
So they heard it too. And I was just like, I don't know. It's still a mystery what has happened there. So my question to you is, how long would you stay in the bathroom if you're hearing shit like that? If you're hearing shit go down outside, do you just pretend you don't exist?
God, that's so situational, huh?
Yeah.
Like, depending on what.
I don't know. It just happened to me. I was spooked. I mean, obviously, I hope everybody's okay, but, you know, there were no ambulances or.
Right. I mean,
the fire department wasn't called, so it wasn't a problem, I guess.
Right. It wasn't an emergency, whatever it was. Oh. Those are the situations that I hope I'm never in. kind of a deal, you know?
Yeah, me too, Mitchell. Me too.
It's like they were having a CPR, not to like divert from this, but they were having a CPR course at the grocery store we work at. And I was talking to, I guess, we'll just say Jimbo.
Talking to Jimbo.
We were talking to Jimbo.
Fucking love Jimbo.
And just an older guy we work with.
He's great.
And,
fantastic human.
And he was taking the CPR course. He was there taking it. And I just kind of asked him, oh, how was it? Whatever. He was like, it was actually really interesting. He's like, I hope I never have to use that. And I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's kind of like that, where it's like, except the CPR course is, oh, I have something.
Just in case.
Right. Now I have this knowledge of this.
However, I wish I don't have to use it.
I hope I never have to use this thing.
But it's a just in case back pocket pull out. Oh,
right.
By the way, yeah.
Versus yours, where it's more, this is a situation that is happening. I have no knowledge of what to do here.
No.
Oh, man. What do you do?
I think you just pretend not to be there. How long for?
I mean,
I don't know.
Because that, like, instinctually, right, your self-preservation kicks in.
Absolutely.
So you're like, okay.
Gotta look out for number one.
Right. It really sucks to think about, but, like, that happening is like, whatever's happening is happening there. So we're going to listen. We're just going to see what's coming through the pipe and then go, when is it safe to leave is pretty much the scenario.
Yeah. Or listen enough to make a judgment call. Be like,
right.
Okay, I can
Yeah.
and should probably intervene if it's not too dangerous.
Yeah. If the situation calls for it. If it's just two people like bickering back and forth, but it's
what
like,
are you gonna do? Step in?
But it's really
excuse
loud.
me, please do not fight here. It's like,
Yeah.
nah, come on, just it's harmless.
Yeah.
But people start getting violent. At what point do you intervene? Especially when you're taking a shit. Your
Right.
pants are down, dude. Your pants are down. You can't intervene with anybody.
Right.
You're waddling out there with
or somebody
pants around your
breaks
ankles.
in because they're fighting, right? Somebody breaks in, the door comes slamming down, and you just like open up the stall, and you have your pants down. You just poke your head up. Hey, occupy! I'm in here.
You're just like, excuse me.
At least you have ammo in the pot.
Excuse me. Outside. Not cool.
Not in here. Not in here.
Not in my space. Maybe just daddy up on him. He was like, hey, you take your quarrel outside. You get out.
This is a shit space, not the blood space. You do not bring fighting in here, not fisticuffs.
Not the fisticuffs.
Give me another. Give me one.
All right, okay.
Throw me one.
All right. I'm throwing
Roll
one.
that die. Roll that die.
All right,
give it.
Here we go. Coming up, sixes.
Coming up sixes.
Okay.
Yahtzee.
Yeah, Yahtzee, all sixes. I think Yahtzees you want fives. I don't remember. So, Mitch, I know we're both in the same boat here. We're not in the cool crowd, we don't well, I don't know what the kids are doing.
Speak for yourself.
Okay, all right. I don't know what the kids are doing these days. I got
1,000 cool points.
Who gifted you those?
I have them.
Mitchell, disclose to me.
I've earned my cool points. As we've discussed in the last one, there's the smell circle. And there's the cool corner.
The cool corner?
I'm in the cool corner.
I don't know how you become
1,000 cool points.
Okay.
I have 1,000
How do you obtain cool points after high school, Mitchell?
You have to be in the cool corner to know.
All right. Anyways,
it's a real dark brotherhood.
I'll speak for myself. To everybody listening out there, you don't get cool points for killing people.
No.
You don't do it.
It's not a joke. It's just not a joke.
But I don't really get popular dance moves. What makes something like a popular dance move versus a fucking stupid dance move? I don't get it.
I think it's anything we would come up with
is stupid.
Would be a stupid dance move.
Uh-huh.
I think anything anybody else would come up with is probably going to be a popular dance move. I think that's pretty much what separates that.
So you think we're the only determining factor? We're the.
I just don't understand dancing. I understand good dance. I can look at somebody who does a dance good and be like, "Great, good job,
you did it."
But I can't I can't at all.
I
dance.
can't articulate why it's good or popular.
Right. I can go, hey, the athleticism, or hey, the whatever, just that looks good, right?
Yeah.
That's pretty much the two things I can tell you about dancing. So as far as a popular dance goes, it's probably just something you can do. Anybody can do easily, right? It's probably what it is.
Because I know there's like the ideal thing that you want to do is when you ship a popular song, you want it to have a popular dance with it that will only multiply its popularity and
like a Soldier Boy.
Yeah, and effectively the money that it makes, right? If you can a dance with it, it makes it all that more popular. Right. To overuse the word many times.
The Cotton Eye Joes of the world.
Yeah, the whipping nay, you know?
The whipping nay.
The whipping and the nay. See, something like that, like that move.
Yeah.
That's fucking stupid.
Yeah.
It's so stupid.
That's kind of like
why
the equivalent of dance memes.
I guess it's a dance meme, but you can't deny that people know what that is.
Oh yeah,
you know
absolutely.
What I mean? It's definitely popular. It's made its.
Yeah. No, I mean it worked.
Mark.
It worked. It made its thing. Was that a Smith kid? Is that a Will Smith's child that did that? I think so.
I want to say it was not Jaden Smith.
No, it wasn't Jaden.
The other
doesn't
Smith.
he? Right? He has a daughter. Right?
The daughter. Yeah.
Willow
Smith.
She had. I whipped my hair back and forth. I think it was hers.
Is okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So no, it wasn't.
So
Willow
I'm
Smith.
getting them mixed up.
But still, how does that translate into being popular? Even though it's a very stupid move, is it just because it comes with the song? I have to think so.
Yeah, I feel like the better the song is, the
That's
more
debatable.
it can the easier it is, and the catchier the song is, the better it'll catch on. I mean, it's all with how it's pushed, published, and delivered anyway. But
absolutely,
ultimately, it matters if it catches on or not. So, oh man.
Pretty much what I'm asking for
is
what
exactly is the question?
What's the how do I make money off of popular dances? How do I cash in?
I do this?
I'm asking for how do I cash in?
I'm asking for a friend.
Anybody out there? I'm asking for a friend. How do I cash in on popular dances?
Well, if we don't understand it, I think the step one is to know.
Does anyone know though? Because everybody tries.
Well, I'm saying to know how to make the music and the dance and how to promote that.
Well, that's probably just a lot of marketing, smoke and mirrors and whatnot. But I'm just talking about the dance alone.
Just a dance.
Just the dance. Well,
like you just want to make a dance and just kind of put that into Fortnite real quick.
No.
Because that's how you do it now.
Well, if you're Fortnite, you just steal the dances. But
I mean, yeah.
I mean, that's
right.
That's fucking real.
You're right.
But no, like say I make a song, right?
Yeah.
I know how to promote it and all that jazz. How do I then put a dance? How do I shove a dance into it?
Okay. So you're saying everything but the dance you're already good at.
Yeah. Say I have that. Do I have to think of this, like, make the song with the dance in mind, or is the dance an afterthought? So the
dance might be an afterthought.
You know, like however long ago, what, six years ago, with Gangnam Style.
Yeah.
Was the dance was very popular.
Right.
The song was even more popular. Did the dance what what order came first? You know what I mean?
I mean, a lot of size stuff is just very easy to do.
I agree.
Very easy to do stuff.
I agree, but I don't know. There's definitely some sort of formula to it, I gotta imagine.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely
some sort of basic steps at least to follow. I don't know about formula, but like basic prerequisite steps that you should probably take.
Yeah, I mean, for Psy, he definitely just memes it. He just memes it up real hard.
Maybe that's it. Maybe it's just memeability. You think memeability plays into a dance?
There's definitely a back and forth of meme culture and music as it is anyway right now. But before that was really a thing, it was kind of the dance craze was like what it was for a bit. It was like the music and the dance went together. Now it's more of music and memes helping each other out.
Absolutely.
Like unironically. Like that's just what it is.
Yeah, man. Memes are powerful.
Yeah. Like there's still the
really
dances.
powerful.
Of course there's the dances. But like think of it like from an esports perspective, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where you can play the game that you're watching the pros play, right?
Yeah.
So if a pro musician creates, or dancer, whatever, it doesn't really matter, but somebody in that field creates a really popular song, and then they make a easy to learn dance with it that's just a couple steps or whatever that you can repeat, you're gonna love that. If Beyonce comes out with like just one little thing that you can do, you're gonna do it.
Okay, I suppose it's more interactive. You know, you can become
Right.
more into the medium that you like, I guess.
Right. Yeah,
is
it's
more
just more
why
adaptive.
it becomes popular, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, because people want to be interactive.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
Nobody wants to just sit around and do nothing.
How do I cash in on this, Mitchell? How do I make the money?
Become Beyonce. Become a strong, powerful, independent woman.
Pass.
Pass. Oh, man, you're missing out.
That's
become that woman, dude.
That's a lot of work.
It is.
It's a lot of
it's
work.
a hell of a lot of work.
Yeah, no,
You
I'm
think
not
Beyonce got up there and it was easy?
No.
She crushed it.
Crushing it every day.
Every day.
Every day I'm crushing it. Every day I'm Crush 40. My favorite band.
Oh, good.
Shout outs to Crush 40.
Are they? No, they did. Did they do City Escape?
They did everything from Sonic. I
Sonic
think Crush
2,
40 was just the guys, like the two sound engineers that like made a band. I think it's just the guitarist and the drummer. Or
Oh,
something.
okay, because it's them and
I think it's literally just the two of them.
because there was another band that did Sonic stuff.
Maybe.
Anyway, we got another one.
All right. Nobody likes working on cars.
No,
Even the people who are paid to work on them and like working on them, they complain about that shit all the time.
I know so many gearheads.
My cousin,
Yes, your
for example,
your cousin. Most of my family, honestly, works on cars or vehicles, just kind of in general.
Great skill.
Great skill. Constantly like
Upset with their skill.
Yes.
Upset with their trade.
People are always like, hey, if you have trouble with your car, come to me. Like, it's no problem. And I'm like, no, it's going to be a fucking thing every time.
It's going to be an ordeal. Absolutely.
Yeah.
You don't do this. You don't do that. Oh, man. You really let this go or whatever.
Yeah,
I don't know shit about cars, dude. I get in there. I turn the key. I'm lucky if I can fucking go. I'm lucky if I can drive because of our driver's ed. Throwback Thursdays.
I had to change my brakes. I asked my dad and my brother for help. We went over. It's not that it's the simplest thing. It's not terribly involved as far as cars go, right? You take the tires off. You take the calipers off that have the brakes on them. You change those, and then you put it back on.
Yep.
And that's it. You do that 4 times. And the amount of shit that was coming out of their mouths, just like screaming back and forth and like trying to get it, and like certain things weren't coming undone, whatever. Everything's an ordeal. At the end, they're not even happy. It's not like when we sit here or like when I sit here and I like edit this back, right? I'm like, cool, it's done, and I get that like rush of excitement, and I'm like, oh, cool, now I get to like let it render and then throw it up on YouTube. Oh man, feels great, or Spotify or wherever it's going.
I get the same kind of thing at my my web dev job. Like,
Yeah.
I'll be like really upset like working on this project or whatever. Code's not working. When it finally all comes together, that's what makes it all worth it.
Right, and it feels great.
Yes.
When I'm done, it's like they're like, finally.
Yeah.
Like, God, please.
Let this be over with, even though I asked to help.
Oh my God, every single person, it's like that.
No, you're fucking right, dude.
Yeah. You go to a mechanic's shop, whatever, they're all pissed all the time. They're just, it's like a certain kind of person that just does it. It's like they're almost, what's the word?
Like
masochists for like this, for
car stress.
Yeah. It's all it is just stress constantly.
You think it's because they have to work on somebody else's car?
No, because I'm sure they work on their own and then they're like, fuck, kill me.
Yeah. I don't know.
I'm sure they do get some sense of satisfaction from it.
I would hope so. I mean,
But-
otherwise they wouldn't do it in the first place.
Right.
Unless that's a long, long extinguished flame of hope.
Right.
And they're just kind of stuck doing this
A
now.
lot of the time I feel like they're like, well, it makes money.
Yeah.
And that's their mindset. Nah, it sucks.
That's really bad.
That's rough.
That's not great. However, it's stable. People,
yeah.
People need cars. Always
I'm
need
going to
cars.
scream at the mountaintops, learn a trade. Like for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
Just learn a trade.
Fucking
because
fantastic.
You will be set.
No matter what.
Will I do it? Nah. Do I have IT under my belt? Yes. But like outside of that, like I mean like we've already talked about this, so I don't want to like, go after it again, but
Like a blue collar trade,
Right.
kind of like, like electrician, fucking
right, a plumber,
plumber.
right? Carpenter, whatever.
You'll always have work.
Exactly. Car guy's constantly pissed.
Yeah.
Constantly.
I feel like that's not the
stress.
That's not the case with like a plumber or something. Like the plumber is at least making like more money than the car guy, you know what I mean?
Right.
He comes in, he like, sure, he has to deal with a lot of shit, but at the end of the day, he goes home, he's like, made $7,000 today. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
And it
at least
isn't-
he's got that to fall back on.
And it is an honest day's work. And I'm sure there are a couple of them that are pretty easygoing, but like not the ones I've seen.
No.
Not a single one. They're constantly covered in grease, and they're just like, this is what I do. Another Tuesday.
This fucking sucks,
Yeah.
but it gets the job done. I don't know.
I appreciate them.
Absolutely.
Every single one of them.
I wouldn't be able to do anything on my own.
Right. Not really. I know how to change a tire. I know how to change oil. And now I know how to change my brakes.
I could sure as
But,
hell
like-
Google the shit out of it, fuck it up, and be worse off than when I started,
Yep.
but I could do it.
But I could do it. And then have to figure out how to fix my fuck up and then make that even worse.
I'm proud of it.
You give me another one.
I'll give you another one.
We have one more.
This is our last one.
I like this one.
I have a bit of a confession to make. I like to think of myself as pretty charismatic. However, I've not really made any close friends since high school. I don't know. I just kind of had my group of friends, you, Brian, the Breaker, our other friend Joe, our other friend Dylan, and a couple of us. And that's really been about it as far as people I hang out with on a regular basis. Sure, I have people at my other jobs where I don't want to discredit the fact that we have a good relationship, but I wouldn't call them as close as my circle that I have here, or that we have rather. But yeah, I don't know. I just feel like I haven't needed to do that, and I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
You don't need it.
I don't need it, but
I'm gonna give you one big old thing.
one big thing.
You got Brittany right here.
That's true. Hi, Brittany.
Hi.
There she is.
That is like 75% of your friends is having Brittany.
It's true.
Yes, you need you need friends in life. You need but just to have like one other person that you can go to constantly
Right.
is so nice.
It really is. No,
Yeah.
it is really nice.
And you two are a power couple. But,
we live together. We lift hard.
Lift together.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought you said live together. I was like, I mean, basically, but
No, no. we lift. We power lift together. Not power
Yeah.
lift, but we are powerful and we lift together.
yes. Basically, you're both doing your shit. You're getting it done.
Hell yeah.
So you have that. You've also known me and Brian for a very long time, and Joe. Not as long, but it doesn't matter. You still have that same feeling
Right.
for like Joe and even Dylan too. Basically, what I'm saying is I feel like we're extremely lucky, and that doesn't always happen. Like a lot of people don't have that.
I agree. No, I'm
Right.
I'm not saying it's a problem.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying I feel like it's different. Not that I need
Yeah.
to fix it,
No.
but yes, I am extremely lucky. But I don't know. Take our friend Joey, for instance.
Yeah.
Brian the Breaker's roommate from college, who is
Yes.
now all of our friends.
Right.
I don't know. I feel like he kind of goes out and he's got his own like Discords that he likes to join and like other
Mhm.
people that he hangs out with. I couldn't tell you how close he is with these people, but I don't know. He goes out and
He's
does
out there
that.
poking around.
Yeah. I've never really felt the need to do that.
Right. Because I feel like his really close friend is Robbie, because he is. Those two are best friends.
Absolutely.
Right. So they have each other there with the best friend thing. We've always had a group.
Okay.
Haven't really needed to go outside of that, right?
I guess that's true. Like our central,
Right.
our Discord group, our people that we hang out with is pretty much stemmed off of me, you, and Brian.
Right. Pretty much the only thing which I feel like Joe has a lot, is a perfect example of, is he does his art stuff and talks with us, and that's kind of it.
Shout outs to Joe. He makes great art.
Everything CalmCast is Joe.
It's true.
Joe is a perfect example of, he recently has gotten a relationship, because that's all he has been quote unquote missing, right, from his life.
I suppose.
As far as,
Yeah. Interaction with other human beings.
You've already got that,
It's covered. She's a foot and a half away from me.
Right. You guys have that relationship, and you have your close friends. You're done.
That's it.
You're
it's
good.
over.
Pretty much for life. Like, you only really need like a couple people you can really rely on,
Yeah. I mean,
and not everybody
absolutely.
has that.
Yeah. So I mean, I know I'm very, very lucky to have that. It's just that I know a lot of the ways that you can, I don't want to say progress in life, but kind of, is by knowing people, obviously.
Absolutely. But people at like our stages of life are really like starting to get that, like, the people you're going to meet are acquaintances, and if they're good people, they can become good people within your life, but they don't have to be that close for you to be like, hey, can we like do this thing? Or like say if we meet other podcasters, right? And we go, do you want to do this thing together? Like once a month, or even just like a one-off thing, right?
Right.
We could do that and still stay in good standing without them being constantly in our lives, because they also understand they have their group of friends and their significant other. They don't have time.
I guess it is
to sink into that.
It is kind of all like a time juggling act. What do you have the most time, or what do you have time for? What relationships can you maintain? Because I guess you don't need to completely maintain all relationships to keep them in good standing. You know,
it's a priority thing.
Yeah.
Right.
Not even a priority thing. Sometimes it's a proximity thing as well. Like,
that's true.
Someone moves across the country or whatever, don't see him as much. Sure, you can talk to him online or on the phone with the power of the internet.
Yeah.
But it's not always the same.
I guess what I'm saying is there's like for you two, priority wise, it's you two, right?
We in there.
It's like you two over like even for like a small thing like if Brittany has a show, right? If she's playing out somewhere with her band, then and you're like, oh, I'm gonna be there. And then if I go, hey, I have this thing, you're gonna be like, oh no, I'm going to Brittany's concert, right?
Yeah.
Easy. I know that's gonna be a thing already. I'm like, oh, okay. Like, no matter what I'm doing, he's going to be there. So it's like, all right, Dom's an out. That's fine. I go and do my thing, whatever. Because I know that's how it would be for me as well.
Okay, so it's almost like a mutual understanding.
Right. Yeah. Like, you have your priorities. I understand your priorities. I respect your priorities. I go with that. Those are the people you want. Those are that's the respect.
See, that's fucking rad. I feel like not everybody does that.
Exactly. So you have those people that understand these things. You have those people that are friends. And I don't know. Like I said, the point I'm trying to make is a priority thing.
So what you're telling me is...
That's what I'm getting at now.
I don't need anybody. I could do it all.
Else.
I don't need it. Oh, critical word.
Anybody
I don't
else.
No, I'm going it alone from now on.
Unless you can
dropping everything.
Like have you have the time to bring other people in. Like, I wasn't doing a lot, right? I had my part-time job and whatever else I was doing, basically nothing. So like I was out there meeting other people and having more friends, and then going like, this is a lot. Like, I can't do this
to actually keep up on.
Right. It felt like I was almost working a full-time job because of all the people I was constantly in contact with.
Maintaining all these relationships.
Right. It's very difficult. So I'm to the point now where I'm like, okay, I really have to prioritize and not take you guys for granted, because I think I almost was to a sort of point in the way of like, oh, they'll always be there. It's fine.
I mean, you're right.
That kind of a thought. Yes, but I don't want to treat you that way.
Yeah, okay. I get that. I was gonna say, just know, like, I'm not going anywhere. Like, yeah.
Right.
But I understand
because
what
of
you
that,
mean. I understand what you mean.
Right. Because it's kind of got to be like your significant other, family, and then friends. You know what I mean? Because it's like those are the people up top, the significant other and family, right? Because number one, your significant other is family. Like,
technically, yes.
If you plan for, marriage or whatever, at one way or the other, you're going to think of them as family after a certain point, right? If this is the person, your life partner, family, they're done.
Yeah,
right?
That's kind of what that means.
Right. That's what that means. So you are there, and it needs to be that and family, and then friends underneath. Because as much as I will be there, there's that secondary priority level.
I get that.
You know what I mean? Like I said, you will be at Brittany's concert.
Shout outs to Brittany. She plays the bass. She's rad.
Best bass player I've probably ever met in person. Yeah. So the point being, you don't need it. I don't think, from my perspective.
You know what? Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Basically, you're doing great.
That's
what I'm working on now for myself. I was going to put this into Mitch's mic. I might just leave this in here.
Yeah, man.
We'll see what happens. But yeah, that's what I've been working on. Going like, I really need to focus on family and my significant other, and below that being friends, which does not mean that it's like secondary tier sounds bad, but it's like literally just under, right?
No, it makes
just under.
It makes complete sense.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, it's not a slap to my friends. No.
If anything,
you guys have been in my life forever. If
anything, that's a compliment that it's not like
that you're that high up.
Yeah,
right,
absolutely.
Exactly. Yeah. So it's kind of like, yeah, I need to prioritize my shit and spend almost less time like on Discord and less time like hanging out, whatever. Like doing this, we're doing a project. We're doing a thing for like my shit, but it's also a really good excuse to get together.
Absolutely.
So it's doing both priorities at once, which is really great.
Tight as heck.
And like that's the kind of shit I want to do.
I'm in.
All right, that'll do it for us. This has been Psykicks. I'm your co-host Mitch.
And I'm your co-host Dom.
And until next time, why does the artificial flavoring of watermelon not taste like watermelon?
I love you all.